The College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks episode 4. Good old Tuesday, January 17th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, presented by WynnBET. WynnBET is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET is what you need to win. Sign up today. Bet $100. Get a $100 free bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/wynnbet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply. Remember to, as always, let it ride.
This is Jim Mora, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks for Tuesday, January 17th. You're wondering who the hell you're listening to. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick. Is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
Actually, I do have a lot of stress right now because I'm sweating out all these games. Fucking Montana just won't go away. As I got a parlay ride in there with E-Dub minus 4. It looked like a couple different times Eastern Washington was going to break away from this game. Montana comes back hitting threes. I also have a lot of money on UAB. And, of course, Jelly Walker doesn't play tonight. And then we have a few other parlays going currently. Jackson State. We just got action everywhere. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Bob Huggins at West Virginia and Frank Martin at South Carolina, host of the Ride and Rush Show, host of the NFL Gambling Podcast. I got some action on Cowboys -3.
That's disgusting right there.
It is.
As a former Redskins fan and a current Redskins fan for me, promo code Dallas sucks. Yeah.
Yes. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre. Sorry, that was part of your introduction. How you doing?
Let's go. Yes, this is a Fuck the Dallas Cowboys podcast, even in college hoops. So
Sure.
Yeah. No, but they're playing well tonight. But I'm having a good college hoops day. Dude,
I'm having a great college hoops day.
Yeah.
But I mean, if UAB could just cover this line once again, no Jelly Walker. Can we? These injury reports are killing me here. And then obviously this. I mean, I got a lot of shit going on. Put it like that. I got action on Jackson State right now. Action on UAB. I got action on Prairie View. I got action on Eastern Washington, and I have action on good old Hawaii, which I threw in late because I hit some early parlays. I mean, I hit some early bets and a parlay. I mean, the slate's loaded. We got a lot to talk about. Let's start off with Georgetown flirting with the win against Villanova. That was close. Absolutely some terrible shots late, but hey, they were close. Shout out to Villanova. They needed that one. Nova gets the win. And oh man, fucking Montana just got the old-fashioned three-point play to potentially tie this thing up. I got a feeling this isn't going to hit now. I got a feeling it ain't going to hit now. Hofstra gave us a nice lemon. Well, no, you took Towson. I took Hofstra. Towson won by 21 there. Who is Towson? Can you tell me that? Who is Towson?
Great question. Obviously came into the season with a lot of talent. They've been up and down. I feel like we touch on it every time we get into a Towson Tigers game. But I think this is a scary team come the conference tournament because of their experience and because of their talent. I mean, they got a lot of talent on that roster. It's just about putting it together consistently. They just drop games that are puzzling, but I mean, good win for them today.
Yeah, and I see Trevor mentioning in the chat, Hofstra blew a double-digit lead. That was kind of the theme of the whole day. Kind of the theme of a lot of games that occurred today. Shout out to the Towson Tigers. I'm glad you made me switch my pick. You talked me into switching my pick of taking I almost took Columbia. Instead, we took Cornell. I didn't bet this. Cornell wins by 17 at Columbia.
NC Nick locked it.
There we go. Cornell, the Big Red, they're doing it. But I did have a 10-point dog hit the money line today. Dartmouth, baby. Dartmouth. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Sonny, Dartmouth isn't bad over there. They're just not bad. They're serviceable. Big win for them. Sacred Heart took down St. Francis, PA. I believe I was on the wrong side of that one, but I didn't bet that one. And wow, St. Joe's blowing out LaSalle. Is St. Joe's finding something, or is this just a couple of shitty opponents in a row?
I think this is more about LaSalle just being shitty. I mean, they were awful in this game. I watched this game because it kind of was a standalone game, afternoon game. Back-to-back losses again, home losses against Fordham and St. Joe's. That's not going to do it for Fran Dunphy and the crew.
Yeah, that's tough. I caught this game, Purdue, Michigan State. This was a phenomenal game. And yeah, Purdue, Zach Edey with the big bucket with 5 seconds left, something like that. As the Boilermakers survive East Lansing. What'd you make of this one?
This game was terrific. Heck of a lawyer with the entry pass of the year. Be able to feed the post there from way past the 3-point line. I mean, that is such an underrated pass. I don't think people realize how difficult a pass that is when the game's on the line. Put it right on Edey with on his right hand so he can get to the left hand or right hand jump hook over his left shoulder. Incredible execution by the Boilermakers. I love Sparty, though. I love those guards. I think they're going to be good in March. They're going to make a run with Izzo again.
Yeah, Noah in the chat. Shout out to Noah. He says, Colby wrote the Purdue Michigan State game script. Well, I try. I try to do these things, guys, Shout out to Zach Edey. Look, I'm wearing a fucking Manute Bull t-shirt right now. Manute Bull and Muggsy Bogues honoring these gigantic big men and people.
I love it.
The short people like Muggsy Bogues. Big time fan. Dunbar High School, greatest fucking basketball team ever in high school, if you ask me.
No doubt. Hey, real quick, do you like this Sparty team come March?
I think they could steal some wins. I don't know. Are you talking Final Four? Do I like them to get to the Sweet 16? I could see them getting to the Sweet 16 this year. You?
Yeah, I love their guards with Walker and Hogard. I mean, and then they'll get Hall back as well. I don't know. They always overachieve there in East Lansing. I know they lost a game today, but it says more about how good Purdue really is.
Yeah. Do you trust Purdue in March is the question.
No. I love Purdue. I mean, Purdue should be in the Final Four, but they won't be.
I think I have a quote here from a movie. Oh, man, where am I? I'm going to fuck this up, ain't I? Just too much stuff here. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's too much. Just the soundboard's too much. It's too much. I don't know where anything is, all right? But I got this.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You broke
my back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going. That's called a random play right there. But I do got to play this because your boy, and I know you joined me on this. UTEP on the money line. Boom, today was fire. They win 60-58 against the Charlotte 49ers. The Clits couldn't handle. The Miners, tink. Dude, big win for Joe Golden. God damn it, Eastern Washington. Make your free throws. Dude, so Eastern Washington's up 6, 22 seconds left. They missed the first one. You know what I fear right here? If he misses this, Montana's going to come down and hit a 3, and I'm going to lose.
Bank 3. Money. Oh, yeah. It'll be a bank, too.
Okay, he makes this, so I at least push if they hit a 3. But what I don't want is the 2 and then back to the free throw line and missing. Just shoot a 3, dude. Just shoot a 3. No. There we go. A steal. Foul. Just foul. Foul. Oh, yeah. E-dub, baby. E-Dub getting that win. Now, if only UAB can grab this win, because that is part of my parlay. Shout out to Eastern Washington. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting sidetracked. George Washington, and we mentioned this. We took GW. And I sent you a text. Watching this game, this is the second time I called George Washington in like the past 10 days or 12 days or something. And I'm sitting here thinking, could George Washington win the Atlantic 10? Because they were impressive tonight. They kind of they led the whole way. Almost gave up a big lead late, though. But
yeah, crazier things have happened. I mean, it's they're in the mix. I would say they're in that middle tier, 4 to 6 seed, but I think Dayton and VCU and St. Louis, that's kind of your top tier. They're all sitting at 4-1, and then you got the Richmond and Duquesne and St. Bonnie's, and then I think G-Dub's in that tier with those teams. So I think it's more disappointing how bad or how inconsistent George Mason is under Kim English.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I know he's brought in talent on the recruiting side of things, but I always wondered how good of a coach. He's so young. I don't want to blast the guy because you got to learn your way in, I think, on a lot of these things. And, he's only in the second year of being a head coach. But, yeah, I have concerns. And I know people were speculating him to Georgetown and stuff like that. I think he's got to win more before they should make a run at him. So,
no doubt. He's got a good job right now. I mean, George Mason's a good job. That's a job you should be in the top 4 in the A-10 with being in the DMV area recruiting-wise.
Alabama State battles back. Alabama A&M was up double digits. Alabama State battles back, wins by 8. We were on the wrong side of this one. Unbelievable there. Unbelievable. This is what I mean. There was a theme in a lot of games tonight. Florida A&M beat Mississippi Valley State. I don't think I think it was -1.5. So I do not think we hit on that because they only won by 1 in the shit fest of the year.
Did you see Hoops Peterson tweet during this game?
No, I didn't. What was that?
FAMU was up, I think, 10 early, and or maybe it was more. Maybe it was like 15, and he screenshot the score. He goes, Mississippi Valley State is officially cemented themselves as the worst team in college basketball.
Hey, they almost came back and won, though.
I know. I was like, holy shit.
Yale beats Brown. Brown covers for you.
Cocaine Bears.
I took Brown as well. I thought Yale would win, but so I actually kind of nailed this one as well. We made a mistake taking William and Marion the points. We didn't bet this, but they got drilled by Charleston. It's like a 30-point win for Charleston, I feel like. Shout out to Charleston. They continue to roll. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, Young Wiz in the chat. Shout out to Young Wiz. Winning night, 5 stars coming your way, guys. Yeah, come on. Hop on over to iTunes. What's it going to take, folks?
Shout out to you, Young Wiz.
Hop on over there. It takes just a couple minutes out of your day, folks. Please, if you can. Hartford got absolutely drilled by UMBC. Thanks for talking me into not betting this game because I was considering it. And, yeah, UMBC rolls. UC Davis took them a while to wake up. This is what I mean. Another come from behind game. UC Davis storms back, wins by 8 against UC San Diego. We were on the right side of UC Davis. We did take Minnesota +9 though. Didn't bet that, but Illinois wins by 18. Wait, did you bet this?
I took Minnesota. Yeah, no, I ate shit on this one, and I thought I was in a good spot. I mean, they were in the game at the half. Illinois has found something over these last 2 weeks since the departure of who was it?
Addition by subtraction. Sometimes that shit happens, man. I'm drawing a blank right now, but I know throughout
Clark, right?
What's that?
I said the kid's last name is Clark, if I'm not mistaken.
The starting point guard, the 4-star.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
Clark, right? It is Clark.
Yeah.
Yep. But we've seen this before, and I'm drawing a blank on the situation or the teams, but sometimes you get an injury or you get, locker room issues and you trade somebody and all of a sudden your team starts playing good. I've seen it a lot of times in sports. Yeah, Sky Clark, that's who it is. Speaking of comebacks, Delaware was up 18 against Northeastern, and I was about to text you saying, why did we lock this up? Now, we still would have hit.
Yeah.
We still would have hit with the points but Northeastern comes all the way back and wins on a jumper with 2 seconds left. Holy shit.
Crazy, man. Crazy shit. Crazy game.
Shout out to Northeastern getting that dub. Florida Atlantic continues to look just really good, man. They go to Bowling Green, Kentucky, and just drill Western Kentucky. Florida Atlantic's ranked now, at least, but damn if they shouldn't be top 15. What'd you make of this one?
I thought Western Kentucky was going to be the trendy underdog pick, and I was right because it seemed like everybody wanted to take Western Kentucky today. Florida Atlantic is really freaking good. That's what I'm taking from this. Dusty May is doing an unbelievable job there. Down in where's FAU?
Boca Raton, the old folks.
Boca Raton, yes. I almost said the airport, but that's FIU. But yeah, Boca Raton.
Boca Raton. All the players are taking Metamucil before the fucking game.
It's working.
Next up, Howard drilled Morehouse. North Texas. Here you go. You got the cover with the airport there. We were both on the airport. You just bet it. I didn't.
Yep.
North Texas wins by 7. The airport gets the cover. Shout out to that. I should have.
They're good at home.
Yeah. And North Texas is just a really good team. I don't know if they're going to make the tournament because of how loaded the CUSA is, but wow. I should have locked this, and I'm mad that you didn't convince me to lock this one. North Carolina A&T wins by 12. This shit was never close.
I know.
A&T was beating their ass all game. They beat Hampton. Shout out to Terrell Furman Jr.'s bunch.
Hey, do you remember the couple weeks where we took Hampton every single game? It was early in November, and God, those seem like forever ago. And I'm looking at they're 3-15 overall. They're really bad,
dude. And they got guys in the portal. They remind me of Stony Brook.
Yeah,
right? I was reading on them in the offseason. I'm going through my notes, and I'm like, oh, they got some nice pieces. And then it's they suck. It's like Eastern Michigan in a way. Stonehill lost to Fairleigh Dickinson. We were on the wrong side of that. And I did live daily at the Hampton Inn. I was at the Hampton Inn every fucking day. Every day in November, I feel like. And
the continental
breakfast.
Wasn't
very kind. I only got the continental breakfast one time. I feel like the rest were just a lemon in the drawer. Yeah, there we go. Next up, we got so Stonehill loses to FDU. Shout out to Fairleigh Dickinson. Cleveland State, we called this one. Cleveland State, they won on the money line. They won by 12. We were all over the Vikings getting it done there. One of my locks that did lose, and I felt like I fucking had this with a couple minutes left, but this was another come from behind game because Syracuse was up 6. Miami wins by 4. Dude, they had this when they got up to 6 with a minute and 20 left. I'm like, oh, I got this. No, not the case. I ate shit on this one. I bet this one.
Lock battle.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes.
All within one game.
There you go. Moneyline Mac getting into one game. I have a 1-game lead in the lock battles. How about Sean stacking the money Greens boys? Lehigh. They're red hot right now. Nobody fade the Mountain Hawks. Whew, getting it done. And we were on the right side of Princeton against Penn. So, we had a pretty good night overall. We took Elon in the points. That covered against UNC Wilmington. Wilmington wins by 8. We had Arkansas Pine Bluff against Bethune-Cookman. That hit. We had the Vacuum Company Wagner winning outright as a dog against Merrimack. That hit. And this is what I mean here for the comebacks. I was watching Rice UTSA here in the studio. UTSA was up 10, 12, 14. Rice wins in overtime, 88-81. We hit on this.
That line stunk.
Got a little lucky to hit on this, but yeah.
Yeah.
Cal Poly is another one. UC Riverside. Cal Poly was up this whole game. Riverside somehow gets the game into overtime. They storm back, and in overtime they win by 5. Cal Poly still covers for us. Shout out to the Mustangs getting it done for Moneyline Mac. UC Santa Barbara took care of UC Irvine. UC Irvine, once again, this is a situation like ECU. They were without one of their better players. I would love to know this information, folks.
That'd be nice.
It changes the way we would handicap the sport, and I think UAB is going to lose this fucking game. They're down 6 with 3 minutes left. Fuck. Eastern Washington hit for me against Montana. Locked that thing up, and I did. Boom. And currently, oh man, Texas Southern battling back against Jackson State. Jackson State's up 2.
Yeah, we need our MLK SWAC parlay to come through.
Yeah, Prairie View's up 4 on Alcorn State, and surprisingly, Idaho up 5 on Montana State. The Vandals are playing better. You know, they're better this year. They're a lot better. Ooh, I think someone in UAB might have just torn an ACL.
Oh yeah, I just saw that.
That's what that looks like. Hawaii's up 16 at half on Northridge. Northridge only has 17 points at the half. Fullerton up 8 on Bakersfield at the half. And those are our scores. Game balls. I know some games aren't finished. And obviously UAB would probably get a game ball if they won without Jelly Walker on the road, but it's not looking good right now. 6-point game, 2:56 left. Actually 5-point game, made a free throw here. Game ball 1, you fire away.
I'll go Boiler up here. Great road win. Anytime you can go into Sparty and get a road win, especially the way it ended, a little adversity back and forth in that second half to Zach Edey, National Player of the Year front runner. I'll go Boiler up.
I mean, Trevor's reading my mind here. My first game ball. Hey, I got a double-digit dog that I called on the money line that hit. Dartmouth! Give me Dartmouth with the game ball here. What a win. What a win. So what's your second game ball?
I'm gonna go the Owls. I mean, they've avoided every letdown spot, every trap spot so far. They've won 16 in a row.
Rice?
No, FAU.
Okay,
yeah. FAU with the second longest active winning streak at 16. I'm gonna go the Owls under Dusty May to continue to roll. At large team.
Certainly, they deserve every bit of that game ball. My second game ball. Let me go to you went with FAU. You know what? I know the chat's calling for Illinois now. It's just Minnesota. I'm
Minnesota.
not buying that one.
They are playing better, but yeah,
they are.
It's Minnesota. Come on.
Give me Northeastern. You battle back. You're at home. You're down 16 or 17. You battle back. You got the Heart of Lions, Tigers, and Bears, and you come back and win. Shout out to Northeastern. Who's your final game ball?
I am going to go. I was going to take Northeastern. That's a good one. I'm going to take George Washington. Going to Patriot Center, getting a big win. I don't even know if it's called the Patriot Center.
I don't think it is. But
no, Eagle Bank Arena, whatever the hell.
It's the Patriot Center.
No doubt. It always will be.
Yes.
Big regional win. They are right in the mix in the A10 all of a sudden. So shout out to Chris Caputo and the G-Dub guys.
Yeah. I mean, that's a huge win. They look good, man. I watched them today. I was like, they're pretty good. They're pretty fucking good. You know, Lehigh, 5 wins in a row. They got to get my final game ball. They're red hot. They are red fucking hot. So let's go, Lehigh Mountain Hawks. And I see UAB did just hit a 3. Come on, Blazers. Find a way out of this.
Lehigh hasn't won 4 in a row since CJ McCollum.
Dude, yeah. I mean, that's a long day. Yeah, exactly. No, it's 5 in a row now. 5, too.
5 in a row, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to them as the final game ball. And, sorry we're going to sweat out some games here. But, look, hey, before we get to picking winners for tomorrow's action, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by WynnBET on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Yes, WynnBET's now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET is what you need to win. Sign up today. Bet $100. Get a $100 free bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/winbet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions. Winbet.com must be 21 or older. Present in the state where WinBet is available. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. All right. We got to pick some games here. So I feel like we should play a little music before we get in there.
I'd rather ride on my motorcycle, and I don't want to die.
Of course, Middle Tennessee just hits a 3.
Just want to ride on my motorcycle.
Oh.
Hey, I think Tuesday might be my favorite day of college basketball during the week because the slate's not too many games, but the quality of the games is off the charts on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. It's fire. Fire.
Super Tuesday, baby. Let's go.
Super fucking Tuesday. And the only problem is there's no daytime game, buddy.
Yeah, that's an ongoing problem.
Give me the daytime games. What's it going to take? Hey, conference commissioners, call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE. All right? It's a genius idea. Look, I know you think that people want to watch Liberty basketball in on a crowded Saturday? No, they don't. Sorry. You haven't got to that level yet. You know how you get to that level? You take a page out of what Miami used to do, what Virginia Tech used to do in football, what Boise State's been doing the past 20 years. You play all these weekday games. You play at a different time. I mean, I remember I was at an airport and I was listening to a couple's conversation. And this girl's like, that team on the blue turf, Boise State, that always plays on the weekday games, I like them. Right. And I thought right then, I go, that's what they're getting right there by playing those weekday games and playing on that blue turf. Now, say what you want about the blue turf or whatever. I'm just telling you, you got to think outside the box. And you need to think outside the box. Play your fucking games.
Maction.
Yes. Maction does a great job. They get like a million views on those games.
Yes.
I mean,
they literally have a niche. People are going to bet the Maction, and their league has become so much more popular because of just being innovative and creative and playing the games on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's not hard.
College athletics has this thing where they just are change is so tough for them.
Yes.
They're so old. They don't think about the anything outside of the box or anything that's 2023. And then you see what happens. Like I know some people that are irate about NIL or the transfer portal, even though I disagree with them. I think this is a result of the pendulum swinging back. I mean, like Bobby Knight. Look, Bobby Knight, classic coach, threw a fucking chair across the fucking gymnasium, choked out Isaiah Thomas, or I don't know about choked out, but choked him. He's a fucking maniac. But do I think characters are good for the sport? Sure. But he would block people's transfers, right? I'm talking about you're deep on the bench. You're like, Coach, I want to go play at Valpo. I just don't have a chance. Block their transfers, right? And that's just a dickhead move. Your player's not going to ever crack the starting lineup at Indiana. You're just being a dick. Well, guess up. The pendulum finally swings, and it swings so far because of people like that. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Bobby Knight's a legendary coach. And I enjoy what he did for college basketball, but let's call a spade here. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, but they do need to think outside the box. Ole Miss travels to South Carolina. Hopefully South Carolina's thinking outside the box because they lost by fucking like 1,000 fucking points last time I saw them in the basketball court.
Oh,
let's try
God.
something different. Ole Miss is laying 5.5 that I'm seeing right now. Give me South Carolina. Moneyline play. I don't trust Ole Miss. I don't trust them on the road. South Carolina just got waxed. Chance to focus. G.G. Jackson, best player on the court. Give me the Gamecocks, plus 5.5.
You know what's crazy? Outside of the Alabama game with Ole Miss, they lose every game by single digits. I think this is the one they win, and I actually think they're going to win this game going away. I think South Carolina, they won that Kentucky game, and they're just going to be dog shit for about 2-3 weeks.
All right, I like this little contrast to start things off.
Yeah.
Northern Illinois is heading to Oxford, Ohio to take on Miami, Ohio. Miami, Ohio's laying 5.5 at the Millet Hall. I mean, Miami, Ohio has really fucked us a lot this year, but I'm going to lay the 5.5. I'm going to lay the 5.5. Do I feel confident? Not at all. Travis Lexington Steele is the head coach at Miami, Ohio. Never was very fond of his coaching at Xavier. What are you doing here?
This game is filthy. Like you said, 2 bottom tier MAC teams. I'm going to take the points in that situation when in doubt. So I'll go with the Huskies there in Northern Illinois?
Yeah, the Huskies.
Yeah, Huskies, baby.
Bowling Green heads into Buffalo.
Here we go.
I still can't believe Bowling Green lost me money the other night. I'm super pissed at Bowling Green. They're getting 6.5 though at Buffalo. I don't know that I can. I just don't think I can. Give me the 6.5 in Bowling Green. I don't trust Buffalo right now, and I don't trust Bowling Green. Gun to my head, give me the points. What are you doing here?
Both teams have lost 2 in a row, like you said. Bowling Green blew that lead, and honestly got drilled in that game somehow by 16.
That's what I'm saying.
I know it was puzzling.
They must have went on like a 30-0 run, because it was like there was only so much time left in the game. There's like 15 minutes left. They're up by 15. You're like, wait, this doesn't make sense. There's only 15 minutes left in the fucking game. How did they get to the didn't they score 100? It's like when
108.
Dude, so that means they scored it was like, I want to say it was like 59-45 with the 17-minute mark. That means they got so hot that they scored 60-some points.
Yeah, no, one of the crazier games.
Yeah. UMass heads to VCU. I think someone's going to be at this game. Am I correct?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. I think I know what you're doing then. I think VCU's laying 8. I think you're taking UMass plus 8, and I think you're riding that money line.
Oh yeah. And you know why? It's a rule. If you go to a game, you got to lock it up. So I'm going to the game. I'm going to lock up UMass because this is a sandwich spot for VCU coming off the big data win, and they got Richmond on deck Friday night in the RVA rivalry game. I'm locking up UMass. Sprinkle some on the money line. Let's go.
Oh, I like it. I'm actually going to join you because I think they can cover this. I think they're just the type of team that can give VCU type, some fits there. So let's go, Minutemen. Give me the 8. Lock it up. Noah Beanick's asking if he's getting an exclusive Frank Martin interview. Only if they win, probably, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there'd be some good content if they get a dub there. It's a tough place to go into.
Yeah. Boston College is heading into Chapel Hill, North Carolina. They're getting 15.5 points. I'm taking the 15.5. Baycott still dinged up, I think. I'll take the 15.5. You?
I like the points here. I'm not locking it because BC burned me the other night against who was it? Miami? Yeah, so but too big a number there to lay with Carolina.
Oh man. UAB just got a rebound and they stepped out of bounds. 6 seconds left. They're going to play the foul game. We're down 2. This sucks. This is the final leg of a 14 parlay. All the other 3 hit. All because I didn't know Jelly Walker. I would have not included it.
I know.
Tennessee heads into Starkville, Mississippi. You might remember we had a lock battle classic on this one.
I got drilled in this one.
Woo! Okay, we got a steal. We got free throws. We might have overtime. Please make.
Here we go.
Please make your free throws.
Who's that? Buffin? Yeah, it's Buffin going to the line for 2.
This game is great. Tennessee's laying 6.5. I think it's a little revenge spot for Mississippi State. I'm going to take the 6.5. What are you doing here?
I'm going to take Mississippi State as well. They've lost 3 out of 4, but all 3 have come on the road. I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to lock it up. I think this is a battle, and Stark Vegas comes right down the wire. Let's go, Bulldogs.
Oh, that's your lock music. I ain't locking that shit. Oh, there you go. Lock up. Mississippi State plus 6.5 in Stark Vegas. There's your bell. Let's go, folks. Hail State. I might join it if I get bored, but I really need UAB to make this next free throw. All right. Can we do that? I don't even want to talk about the next bet here. I just want to give play-by-play to people that will be listening to this tomorrow and be like, dude, I don't care. Yes. Get this thing to overtime. Get this thing to fucking overtime. Okay, here we go. Middle Tennessee driving. The boys going to get a shot off. Missed overtime. Beautiful. Let's go. Florida State heads to South Bend, Indiana. You told me about this game in November 1st. I was super excited to watch it. Tell me about it on January 17th. I said, this game sucks ass. Florida State is getting 6 in South Bend. I'll take the 6. I don't like it. Actually, I'm seeing it at 5 now. There's a 5 out there too.
What has Florida State done on the road recently? Lost at Wake, lost at Duke.
Give me Notre Dame -5. Give me Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Irish. I don't love it either. And the Irish, I mean, whenever I lock them, they burn me. So I am not locking them.
Oh, yeah. Don't lock this. Don't lock this. But you might want to lock this next one. The Bobcats of Ohio head into Toledo to take on the Rockets. It's at the Savage Arena. Now, Toledo did win the last matchup by 15. But I feel like both these teams are pretty good. Ohio's getting 8.5 points. You can talk me into an Ohio Bobcat lock right now.
I thought about it, but they have not been good on the road either.
Yeah.
And I think Toledo is due for kind of a get-right game as well. And, yeah, no, I'm actually going to take the Rockets here.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't feel good about this. I think it's around that 7 to 10 point win for Toledo.
Davidson is heading to Dayton, Ohio to take on the Flyers. Dayton's laying 11. You could talk me into a lock here because we locked it up before when it was at Davidson. And now Dayton coming off that VCU loss.
Yep.
You could talk me into locking up the 11 here. -11. My only thing is that's a lot of points against a well-coached team. What are you doing here?
I agree with you. I'm going to take the points. It's too many points. I think Davidson, they're good enough just to keep it close around that 7 to 10 point range. So I will take the points, but I don't feel good about this one either.
UIC's catching 3 out in Valparaiso. Can the Crusaders cover the 3? Not so fast. Flame on with the Flaming Libs of Illinois, Chicago. What are you doing here?
Yeah, Illinois, Chicago is entering this game, losers of 5 in a row compared to Valpo, who's lost 6 out of 7. They got to play Evansville to finally get a win. I'll go Valpo, but, I mean, don't bet this game. This game is gross.
Game of the night, in my opinion, here. We got the Sunflower Classic going on. Kansas at Kansas State. I've always enjoyed these games, even though there's been I remember in the 90s watching some blowouts. Anyone out there, college basketball nuts, remember Askia Jones? This dude used to be fucking so nasty for K-State. But, obviously Kansas has dominated this rivalry. Remember a couple years ago, someone picked up a chair like they were fucking ravishing Rick Rude or some shit.
A little dust up at the fog, baby.
I'll never forget. I was on some show where the day after that. And there was a bunch of the corporate people, and they're like, this is so disgusting for the sport. They're going one by one. It was someone from the Miami Herald, someone from Memphis, Memphis newspaper. Then they go to me, and I'm like, what are you talking about? This is fantastic for the sport. They got to play 2 more times probably, if they, and he didn't use the fucking chair, folks. If he used it, I would then say, maybe they're onto something, but.
Yeah, Bob Knight threw a chair. Why can't somebody else pick up a chair?
Yeah, this is disgusking for the sport. He just picked it up. Safety precaution. All right. No one could have
didn't want anybody to trip on it.
Yeah, exactly. K-State's getting 2 at home. You know what I'm doing, buddy? I'm taking K-State. I'm taking K-State on the money line. Lock it up, baby. Lock it up. Let's go. Yeah, trust the Tang, baby. What are you doing here?
Oh, you know where I'm going. Trust the Tang. I love it. He talks about we need more love instead of hate. Yeah, you know what K-State people love to do? They love to hate fucking Kansas. So let's go K-State and take it on the money line. Lock it up.
Let's go. Oh, I got some music for that too. I got some.
The Doom is going to be rocking. Octagon of Doom.
Let's go. Akron heads into Central Michigan. You know, Central Michigan's been kind of better lately. Like they're kind of improved. Like everything tells me to take Akron -8 at the McGurk, but I have been impressed with CMU the past. Like they beat Buffalo. I think they yeah, okay. Well, no, they lost to Northern Illinois pretty bad. I forgot about that one.
And the Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, all right, never mind. I retract my statement. I'm clearly a fucking idiot. Give me Akron -8. You?
I'm definitely taking Akron here. I'm actually considering locking this up. I think the Zips are better than the record. They're fully healthy. I am going to lock this up. Let's go Zips.
Oh,
they've been good to me, man. That's my team. John Gross.
Where the hell's my music? You hit
Zip it
me.
up.
I wasn't expecting this. Zip it up. Zip zap rap style. Give it up for Moneyline Mac. Rhode Island is at Richmond. Damn, you get 2.
No. This is a good game, too.
2 games in town tomorrow. Rhode Island's catching 8.5. It's a little bit too many points for me. Give me the Ram. Oh, there we go. I got music for that. Let's go. Give me the 8.5. What are you doing here, my friend?
I will ram it with you, too. Let's go Rhode Island.
Okay, currently UAB 3-point lead, 2:56 left. Come on, get this thing up there.
I like to fade the teams the game before the big rivalry game.
Oh yeah.
Look ahead.
What are you referring to? VCU Richmond?
VCU Richmond. That game means something here.
Yeah, it really does. Oh man, what a ridiculous. Gosh, why do I just feel like they're going to lose this game?
For everybody sweating out the NFL playoff under, we might have a backdoor over here. Tampa Bay just got the onside kick. I know
What's that score right now?
31-14, over under 45.5.
All right, but my -3 is still doing solid. Hopefully that doesn't NC State heads to Atlanta. NC State coming off that gigantic win against the Miami Hurricanes. Georgia Tech's always been pretty decent in Atlanta under Pastner at the Hank McCamish Pavilion or some shit like that. Give me Georgia Tech +5.5. It's a letdown spot. What are you doing here?
I kind of agree with you here. It's what's Georgia Tech done recently? They beat Notre Dame last week, but no, they lost.
Oh, they lost.
I forgot.
They lost by 1.
They should have won that game. Yeah, you know what? They've been playing better. I'll take Georgia Tech. I'm with you. Letdown spot. This line kind of reeks.
Yeah, let's go Yellow Jackets. Oh man. UAB is fucking this shit up, man. Kent State heads to Eastern Michigan. Kent State's laying 13.5. 13.5. I could lay, it could be 50. I'm laying the fucking number. All right. I'm laying the number. Give me Kent State -13.5. I might even bet this tomorrow. What are you doing here?
Yes, I will go with the points here, or lay the points here with Kent State. Much better team.
Dude, I cannot believe the past 2 possessions by UAB. Cannot fucking believe the past 2 possessions by UAB. I can't watch this shit. I can't do a podcast while this is going on. All right. Houston heads to New Orleans. Take on the Green Wave. Green Wave are getting, Ron Hunter is getting 10 points. It's a little too many for me. Give me the Green Wave +10. I think Houston wins. Give me a 74-68 final. What are you doing here?
I'm with you on that. You know, looking at Houston's schedule, if they are going to lose a game, it's we all agree it's probably going to be on the road. The games that remain at UCF, at Tulane, at Wichita, at Temple, they're not going to lose any of those. This could be one that maybe they get a hiccup at. I think they get out of there alive, but I'm with you. Take the points here. Tulane.
A sellout down in New Orleans. They're actually appreciating basketball.
Ooh.
About time. It's about time. Come on. New Orleans, fantastic city.
Bring your Mardi Gras. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, let's go. Western Michigan's heading to Ball State. Ball State's been nasty at home. I feel like we should probably lay the 10.5 here.
I'm laying the 10.5.
What?
Western Michigan, they're coming off the big Bowling Green. Yeah, let's go. Let's lock this. They're gonna drill them.
I think. I mean, I'm kind of sold on Ball State this year. Let's go. Ball State, the Cardinals. Western Michigan's gonna come out there, get Muncie out of the middle of nowhere. Hey, kind of stand a chance against the Cardinal. Lock it up. Creighton heads to Butler. Creighton's laying 6.5. 7. I see it at 7 now. I did a show 2 hours ago, 6.5. I'm going to lay the points. Butler's got too many injuries. Give me Creighton, and I might lock this. What are you doing here?
You're reading my mind. Butler's completely banged up. Doesn't sound like Mandy Bates is going to play. I'm going to take Creighton here. I think they're a lot better, and I'm going to lock it. Lay the 6.5. I think they blow them out.
I'll join you. That's all I need. A little push. Little push. Come on. Texas heads into Ames, Iowa. This game is fucking fantastic. Iowa State's laying 2.5. I will lay the 2.5. Stay tuned. This one might be a lock by me too. What are you doing here?
Oh yeah, this is
lock
great.
Great.
Oh great. They're coming off a loss just like K-State, their first conference loss. Come back home against Horns down. Let's go.
Let's lock it up.
Cyclones.
And I know we're talking about this in the other show. Big 12 parlay we might have to throw out.
Big 12 lit parlay. Let's go,
yes,
baby.
Yes. Oh man, UAB, please make these free throws. Okay.
Yes, the under hit. Tampa Bay and Dallas final.
Okay, there we go. Evansville heads to Southern Illinois. Southern Illinois laying 17.5. You know what? I've learned the hard way on taking these gigantic spreads with Evansville. Give me Southern Illinois minus the points. What are you doing?
I'm with you. The only thing that was my biggest hesitation was, could this be a look ahead or letdown spot for the Salukis, because they're right in the mix of that great Missouri Valley race that we touched on last night in the episode. But it's not. They got Missouri State on deck. I will lay the points here.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude!
This UAB game is nuts. It's on my other TV.
They can't play fucking defense, man. Oh man,
we need to start announcing some games.
I know, man. We need that. Trevor, wasn't that a foul? Give me a replay. I want that big man at the free throw line. Penn State's heading to Madison, Wisconsin. We still do not know the status of Tyler Wahl. That he's a game time decision from what I see. So,
yep.
Enter at your own risk here. With him out, I like Penn State to win this game. If he's playing, I like Wisconsin to win this game. It's a 2.5 point spread. Benedict potential here. What are you doing here?
I'm going back to the well. I'm locking up the Badgers. I think Wahl is going to play, but even without him, they played well against Sparty at home last week. They should have won that game. And I think Sparty's better than Michigan's, or Sparty's better than Penn State.
Moneyline back, locking it up. Let's go.
They've lost 3 in a row. They need this game.
Yeah.
You got to stop the bleeding there, Madison.
Alabama is laying 9.5 in Nashville. Caught a murder charge. Get that future. Crime pays, motherfuckers. Crime pays. I'm still taking Vandy plus 9.5. Bama wins by 7. What are you doing here?
I agree with you. I feel like everybody in America is talking about Alabama, and not for the murder charge, just because of how good they've been with all these double-digit wins. This is a good spot for Vandy to keep this thing close, I think, at that fucked up arena that they play in.
Yeah. The most ridiculous arena. You know, Vanderbilt has a ton of money. They're in the SEC. They get those checks, and they're from the Vanderbilt family. What the hell are you doing with this basketball court, guys? This is 2023. This might have worked in 1985. This court is ridiculous.
Let's put the benches in the end zones, behind the baskets. I mean,
it's get it any further back. Maybe they can watch it from their fucking dorm rooms. All right.
I played there at South Carolina and at Austin P, and it is atrocious being on the bench at that game.
It's got to I couldn't imagine from the player side of it or the coaching side of it. Yeah,
you're trying to call plays at the other end. You're like, hey.
It's not hard to do. I don't understand it. They have filthy money. They got filthy blood money, and they're just sitting there. It just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Oh man, they called a foul. This big man going to make the free throws. Can't watch.
He's gonna split it. It's gonna be double overtime.
So check this out though. I'm in a jam here because I bet this game a couple different ways. In my parlay, I have it as -2.5 UAB.
You need
on my
double
solo
overtime.
bet, I have it as -2. This is intense right now. We just make one, miss one. Fuck, that looked good, man. Call timeout right now.
Call timeout and put Jelly Walker in.
Yeah. I was knowing that this game. This team's good.
I know. Well, they used to show up when Kermit Davis was there. Maybe Kermit Davis needs to go back there.
Yeah, I need a foul. I need UAB to get fouled here. They're driving me crazy tonight with this. Like they had like a 7-point lead in overtime. Come on. Nevada's heading. What's that?
I'm sorry. I'm getting a kick out of Michael Irving and Jerry Jones hugging right now. Two class act human beings right there.
Dude, I was hammered in LA one. I was on I used to live like off of Sunset Strip. I walk into this bar that's not there anymore, but I don't know. It's probably 10, 12 years ago. Michael Irvin's there with like 5 girls that are like 22. Now say this.
I love it.
Say this, man. He was cool shit. I mean, he was like the life of the party at the place, but was pretty hilarious.
Man.
Well, he got some allegations like so shortly after that, and I was like, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, what I saw, I don't know what happened. I don't know if they settled. I don't know any of the facts of the case. I'm just a fucking idiot, but I'm saying I saw him having a great time with people, like 5 girls that were probably 21 years old, if I had to guess.
Yeah,
because he was like 50. And but hey, more power.
Hopefully
to
they were 21 and not younger. Yeah.
I mean, but I know like some shit. Like the NFL Network got in trouble. I feel like it was like Marshall Faulk and Michael Irvin and like somebody else were like. I feel like they got like a sexual harassment thing going on there, but maybe that was that. I don't know. But either way, Michael Irvin, known to have a good time. Shout out to him. Oh man, what, he didn't get it off? What just happened?
I don't think he got it off in time.
I'm fucked either way. It was a 2, right? It was a 2. Gosh, it's killing me. 3 seconds. Okay. 2 seconds. He makes a move. He definitely does not get it off, and it wouldn't have mattered for me anyway. Hey, UAB, fuck you. I would have not bet that if I knew Jelly Walker was out. You terrible, terrible people costing us money left and right. He didn't get that thing off. Nevada is at Boise State. Boise State's laying 5. Nevada won this matchup the first time by 2, not that long ago. Boise's going to win this one. I'm laying the 5. What are you doing here?
I'm going to take the points. I think this is just another game in the Mountain West that comes right down to the final possession. So I will take Nevada plus 5 at Boise.
You're just fading the Steve Halford side of this. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Standard. Belmont is laying 4.5 against Murray State at Belmont. I will lock up the Bruins, the Cocaine Bruins of Belmont. They're going to get this. What are you doing here?
This is an old OVC rivalry now in the Missouri Valley. Belmont's playing well. They've won 4 in a row. I'll lock it up with you. I'll come join you here.
Let's go. Let's go. I can't believe I lost that fucking last leg of the parlay on UAB. Like UAB, they played so recklessly, man. They're
they're wild.
Team.
They're wild as
stupid
shit.
Fucking team.
Yeah.
They're never gonna go that far. Because they just play recklessly. You had a 6 or 7 point lead. Slow down the fucking clock. Wyoming is at Air Force. Air Force is laying 3. Can Air Force win 3 straight? Give me Wyoming to win this one. Give me Wyoming plus 3. And give me Wyoming on the money line. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I think this is a good spot for Wyoming. They're due for one of these wins. They've played all these games close during this losing streak. I'm definitely taking Wyoming here. I actually consider locking that.
Yeah. UNLV heads to Utah State. UNLV won at the Pit not that long ago. Both these teams pretty good teams. I feel like tournament caliber teams. I'm gonna lay the points with Utah State. This place is pretty fire. I know they won at the Pit, but this place is pretty fire too. I'm gonna say this will be a close game. Utah State will make some free throws. They're one of the better free throw shooting teams in America. So I will lay the 5.5. Utah State wins 70-63. What are you doing here?
Yeah, these two teams don't like each other either. I'm going to take Vegas. They're kind of in the desperate spot in terms of they've lost 2 in a row or 4 out of 5 now. They need a win in the worst way. I think they keep this close, and it's kind of like, well, who was it? Nevada, Boise. I think it comes right down the wire.
There you go. Georgia heads into Lexington. Letdown spot for Kentucky, or did they find who they were or who they thought they were? To quote Dennis Green, rest in peace. I'm going to take the Bulldogs plus the 10. I think they can keep it within 10 points. I think Kentucky's probably going to win this game, but I think Georgia is a feisty team. I think they can give them some problems. So give me Kentucky to win. I don't know, but Georgia covers. What are you doing here?
I'm going to take Big Blue. I think that wasn't a fluke the other day. I think they found some things out. I'm going to lay the 10, and I'm going to lock it up. I think they're going to start rolling now. Too much talent.
Perhaps we shall see. Baylor heads into Lubbock. Texas Tech's laying 2.5. This place is going to be bonkers. Texas Tech, Fardaws Aimaq made his first appearance the other night against Texas. Give me Texas Tech minus 2.5. I think they get it done. What are you doing here?
Yep, I'm locking up the Red Raiders. They look like a different team the other night with Fardaws. I think they get their first Big 12 win, and I think they win this game 5 to 10 points.
Let's go. Lock it up. The locks are going to be flowing here because Clemson heads to Wake Forest. Wake Forest currently tied for second place in the ACC, but guess who's number 1? Clemson. Holy shit, we got a great game in the ACC in Winston-Salem. Wake's laying 2.5. The line is telling you everything you need to know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm locking up Wake Forest minus 2.5. You stormed the court against Duke. This is the ultimate letdown spot. Let's go. What are you doing here?
I'm joining you eye to eye here, man. Line's telling you everything. Go Demon Deacons.
Let's go. San Jose State's heading into the Pit. San Jose State's getting 10. New Mexico just had a absolutely huge win at San Diego State. I think it's a little bit of a letdown spot. Give me San Jose State plus 10. New Mexico still wins, though. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm with you here. It's kind of a letdown spot, and they got Boise on deck, which is a big game Friday night at the Pit. So I'll take the points.
There we go. All right, and that concludes our picks for tonight, our locks. Well, first off, let's talk about this Big 12 parlay. I like this Big 12 parlay. And damn it, you're lucky. You're lucky UAB didn't hit, or I would have thrown some serious money on this one. I'm just gonna do a normal little parlay here. I am going to take Texas Tech minus. So I think we're locked up here, right? Texas Tech minus 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa State minus 2.5, and K-State plus 2, right? Just take K-State money line, right?
Yep. And if you just want to take I think money line. And if you just want to take all the money lines together, you could do that too.
Oh, I like it. I like this.
Just win the games. Yep.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
Let's go. All right. I'm also locking up Wake Forest minus 2.5. Obviously, I'm locking up all 3 of those Big 12 teams. Solo bets as well. Wake Forest minus 2.5. I am also locking up Belmont minus 4.5 against Murray State. I am also locking up Michael Creighton, minus 6.5 or 7, depending on what you get. I see 7 right now, but I saw it at 6.5 out there too. At Butler in Indianapolis at Henkel. Also locking up. What else am I doing here? I think you sold me on one other one. Who the hell was that? Ball State. All State minus 10.5 against Western Michigan. Nobody goes into Muncie and gets a dub. And believe those are my picks. I might even add in Boise State. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about the ultimate fuck Steve Alford game. What are you doing here? Fire away your locks.
Yeah, I'm going to lead it off. I got the Mississippi State Bulldogs plus 6.5 against Tennessee in the revenge game. I think they keep this one close in Stark Vegas. The game I'm going to, I'm on the Minutemen of UMass plus 8. Sprinkle some on the money line and a letdown sandwich spot. DCU, let's go.
That's the one I forgot.
Yeah, at the Siegel Center. Let's go. Yeah. So UMass plus 8. Sprinkle some on the money line there. The Zips minus 7.5. Lay it at Central Michigan. Ball State lay the 10.5 against Western Michigan. We're both on Creighton, laying 6.5 at Butler at Hinkle. Too much talent for them. I'm on the Badgers. They got to get this one. Stop the bleeding. Lay the 2 against Penn State at home at the Kohl Center. I think Big Blue continues to roll. Lay the 10 against the Georgia Bulldogs. I'm on Belmont with you here, minus 4.5 against Murray in an old OVC rivalry in the Missouri Valley now. And we are both on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Steve Forbes, lay 2.5 against Clemson. And then our Big 12 home lit parlay of K-State gets it done outright over Kansas. Iowa State gets it done over Texas. And Texas Tech gets their first Big 12 win over the Baylor Bears. And I think that's going to go for what? Plus 600?
Let's go.
Yep. Let's go, man.
I'm actually going to put that in right now before I forget.
Yeah.
Put that in right now, you filthy listeners out there. I'm joking.
12
yeah. All right, folks. Well, subscribe to the College Basketball Experience. Also, check out the College Football Experience. Just to the Transfer Portal episode, you got to listen to. You don't know where the hell your favorite players are at. They're all scattered across the nation. Also, check out the College Baseball Experience. Noah Beanick doing great work behind the scenes. The episodes are coming. All right. They're coming. We come together as one on YouTube, youtube.com/the college experience. Why not watch us? All right. Just listening to us. That's cool. But watching us, hey, win-win. All right. Also, check out all of Ryan's work. The Ryan and Rush Show. The NFL Gambling Podcast. Doing great work over there. Also, check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. They're the greatest. All right. We started it over there. They're the godfathers. All right. Get the SGPN app. Come talk college basketball on the Discord. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Let's go. All right. This is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Yeah, I make the best records, got the test pressures. And people pressing up to see the professor. I profess my love for the fresh pressure. The fresh one you types, the much lesser. Much less just a customer in Westchester. Worldwide girls know me as a breast molester. I'm fresh on the keys like John Medeski. Yesterday used to be scrambled eggs for breakfast. Got big expectations and some big checklists. Make it happen, quit flashing your chicklets. Cause the company jargon sounding ridiculous. I'm suspicious that you're just dickless. Yeah, it sticks. You know that it sticks. You need to quit looking at all them statistics. I'm gonna start a doo-wop group called the Realistics. Don't think I'm so far out, I'm realistic. Got the good music, I don't do the nihilistic. Cause I'm vibrations and animalistic. Writing up my groove theories, got them all listed. All districts, I'm telling you all this is just an experiment to get the tall wishes. And the tall